real estate show. We've come to sell DR. No. It's the Jim Fannin Show. We've come to take your mind.
Am I still on? Pop-up. I'm in the basement. I'm sick. I need my mommy. Can you do a rent-a-mom? Buckle up, welcome aboard. Well, the opens are starting to get painful for you. I know, but it's a routine. I need it. I tried to do a hard open the other day with an interview AJ had on Andy Jean, and I just couldn't do it. It would throw me off. I'd be flustered right off the bat. I need my radio intro to be on tempo and to bring you my absolute average every day. I'm down. I'm in the basement. I'm sick. And tomorrow I'm going to report back to you after I go through my medical experience in the DR. I'm going to attempt a full blood panel and an MRI by walking in to the clinics, the appropriate healthcare facilities, and seeing what I can get done. I'm going to get a full blood screening, and I'm going to get an MRI on my lower spine, because this old carriage ain't moving the way it used to. And I'm tired of being in pain. And then yesterday I showed a bunch of properties. I had a nooner at the office in Cabarete. And I had a couple properties lined up, and we broke for lunch, and we saw a couple more. We had pizza at Seahorse Ranch. Wow. On the ocean, with the waves smashing. We had a 6-slice double pepperoni on top. It was freaking delicious. And it's on the menu. I don't know what double pepperoni costs you, but the pizza's $10. And this is one of the nicest, like Seahorse Ranch. This is a fine establishment. Run by the guy that, Joe, that runs Gorditos. One of the preeminent Mexican food places in Cabarete on the North Coast, maybe. I don't know. I don't get around much, but it's very popular. And if it's very popular, that means it's good value. Not only good value, it's good food. Because it doesn't matter how good your value is. If your food sucks, then we no go. So I had a rough night last night, so I showed properties. I was done around 4:30. I got back to the office at 5, and my client drove. The kid drove, and Senior was in the back seat, and I was shotgun, and it was good. We got some good properties. Well, I mean, he's from out of town. He's here for another week. He's coming back. He's gonna make Dominican Republic his home, right? And so I showed him the best deals I had. And there's some of the best deals on the island that I know of because, well, I don't go down to the South Coast all that much, but here's where you find some of our inventory, all of our inventory, most of our inventory. We're just having the website rebuilt again. And, well, this is a great listing, except it's $100,000 too much. So tomorrow we'll get this price adjusted, I promise you. It's $450. And if you deal with me, it could be, it would be, it will be much less. Do I need to tell you that I'm advertising this at $400,000 right now? That's net to the seller. Okay, so that's not me getting paid a dime. All right. So, but if I'm saving you 50 G's when everyone else is advertising it at $450, because they want a $50,000 commission, I'm sure I can talk myself into some sort of remuneration, compensation, commission. So this is where you find us. I hate to, I mean, it stands to reason that, yeah, the website, because it's just being rebuilt, it's going to be a little bit dated. So we haven't been inputting new data into this for a few weeks because of that. This one's a nice little property I've got. This thing nets 140,000 American a year off the books. It's a 10-room hotel, basically. It's got a restaurant. The suites look nice. And I'm showing you a bad shot. Come on, Mose. That's not my favorite picture, that one, but that's not bad. It's across the street from the beach. Look at these suites. So 12-room hotel. 2 of the penthouses are unfinished, so you can be creative there. I mean, they're roughed in. Everything's there. You just need to finish them off. She wants to buy a condo. She's tired. She built it herself. It's 5 years old. It nets $140 a year. Off the books. So anyway, back to my story. I get done around... When on the way home, I said to the guys, I go, I'm freaking exhausted. They go, yeah. I go, we saw 4 houses. Like what's, and by the, my back's been really tight. I got this sciatic thing that's just, no bueno. And so I took an ibuprofen in the morning, 600 milligrams. I had a little breakfast, rammed a coffee. I love my morning coffees now down here. Oh my goodness. Dominican coffee is nice. I'm freaking tired, man. I'm exhausted. Yeah, me too. Yeah. But by the last showing, my back was so, like, the pain meds had worn off now because I took it at I took it in the morning. Yeah, I bought some more at the pharmacy when I went down there, but to the office. Oh, I get back to the office. And my broker's daughter was there. I talked to her for a bit. And she pieced out. And I'm just feeling like balls. And I got to drive home still. It's only 10 minutes, but I'm on the bike. And you got to be really hyper aware on the bike. Like head on a swivel type of thing. But so far, I mean, looking at a nice bike and so far, God, thank you. No incidences. I dropped the bike once when I thought the kickstand was up, and then Charlie horsed myself trying to hold the bike up and dumped it, and no damage. Not damage like the girl that hit my bike when it was 5 days old, brand new, out in front of the bank, backed into it and scratched the living shit out of it. Headlights all scratched up. Damn. Ding in the muffler, brand new bike. Not cool. That's a whole nother story I will never tell. So I start getting the chills. I'm feeling like dog. I'm feeling like dog? Like a dog's breakfast? No, I'm feeling like dog. Like sick dog. Like 6 Chinese dog. Said that to me. I was as sick as I think he said I was sick as a Chinese dog. Is that what he said? Well, that's racist. Okay. Don't get me pulled. So anyways, I'm feeling like balls. So I ride home. I'm getting the chills the whole way home. It's 5 o'clock. It's 80 degrees out. I shouldn't be chilly. And then when I got back to this paradise that I call my apartment, fuck, it's beautiful. And I'm really in a quiet part of town. Gated, super secure. Nice breeze rolls through, you know. Nice huge pool that you can dive into. Not many pools like that on the island. And unless you're at a resort, I guess. Even then, they're mostly shallow. I like diving in the end, you know. Anyways, I get home and I'm like, okay, I'm going to bed. But see, I'm an addict, right? So what happens? I get rolling on Twitter and whatever else I was doing. Because lots of times I'm uploading YouTube videos or doing whatever, editing or looking for properties. Like never. Or whatever I'm doing. And I end up staying up till 10 o'clock. I thought I was just going to come home and go to bed. I was feeling like balls. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do my puffer. I'm going to see how I feel in the morning. Because I do have a puffer when I get that stupid little twinge in my chest. This has turned into a long conversation. Am I going to sell any real estate? When I feel bronchitis coming on, because I'm kind of prone to getting it, it usually sets in after a cold. I usually take a hit from my puffer, right? So anyway, I go to bed. And I wake up this morning, and yep, my phlegm's green, and it tastes like infection. And I know I'm hurting. So I filled a waste paper bucket while I laid in bed this morning, clearing my lungs of this grossness. This is too much information, I know. And I just said, okay, that's it. Tomorrow, I'm getting the blood panel done. If I got an infection, I think I'll beat the infection with the meds because I'm already feeling better. But I'm up now only because I slept all night, a nice sweaty sleep, which I don't normally have until summer. And then, it does get a little warm sometimes. So tomorrow I'm going to go down. I'm going to get a full panel of blood work done and attempt to get a walk-in MRI on my, what do you call it? L1, 2, and 3, something. My lower spine, whatever those discs are called down there. And then I'm going to report back my experience and the cost. And I know it's not going to be $1,000 like in Canada, so. Well, you can't even pay for an MRI in Canada, but you can't walk in and get one either. I've been told I can get an MRI down here for less than $200 and walk in and get it done in 20 minutes. What? Why am I suffering? Tell me what's going on down there. One of the guys at the bar the other day was saying, yeah, I got a shot. I got the shot in the back and fixed right up. I'm like, oh, a needle in my spine? That sounds like a no. Like a good no. I had a conversation with AJ. This is Andy Jean on the channel the other day. And it did not go live to the Dominican Republic YouTube channel. I don't know why. I have uploaded it, and I will re-premiere it, but that was a glitch in my broadcasting software. Restream, whatever. That's my streaming software, not my broadcast. I use OBS, and OBS is pretty much flawless. Listed this a couple of weeks ago. We still haven't got the paperwork in on it, but it should be rolling soon. 1.1. This is a 9-unit complex. This is the 1,200 square foot 2-bedroom. There's 6 of them and 3 1-bedrooms. It's 1.1. What? Yeah, 1.1 American. Okay. Touch me up if you want more info. This is Trazotropinmar. A place I'm really hot on. This is a studio apartment of 30 square meters. Now, I did this on the last minute. There was no electricity, I'd rather get a bad video out than make you wait. It's decently renovated. Why am I not? It says HD. What's up? 1080? That doesn't look like 1080. Oh, maybe it looks good on the broadcast. Better, I mean. Okay, that's 1080. Didn't look so good inside. But the lighting's horrible, so I'd rather bring you a bad video than make you wait. But I'm going to go back and get that done with lights on. It's a 30 square meter studio. It's small, but it's renovated, and each one looks the same. Like that couch is the same in all 5 of them. It's a whole floor in a condo building. 5 of these for $200,000, and make an offer. Who knows what you get it for? You know what? It's just like anywhere else in the world. They list, but when there's cash in front of them and it closes in 3 weeks, which is totally doable, there's individual titles on these. You can own a whole floor in one of the nicest condo buildings in Sosua, with the biggest pool in Sosua, that's renovated. For $200K? Okay. Yeah, touch me up. I did a training video, and all the links are in the show description. I did a training video for my office just the other day because, well, if you want to be a realtor in DR, then get down here, take a holiday, take a 30-day holiday. I'll get you a little apartment for, I don't know, $600-700 American in a top condominium complex. I mean, you'll love it. $600-700 American. Are you listening? Book 30 days. Give me a month's notice, and I'll put you in a unit, and you can be a realtor for a month. And we'll show you. Like, I mean, I've got an office that you can hang out in. If you're serious, we'll get you business cards. You don't need certification down here. Okay, now, I'm still certified in Canada. Over 30 years, I'm still a realtor. Am I technically a realtor right now? Yeah, I guess so. But not here, because there's no requirements. So, I mean, if you're looking for a working vacation, we can put you to work. And, I mean, selling broker commissions up to 10% down here. If you have a buyer and you close a deal, you can expect somewhere around 10% of the GSP. That's gross sale price. It's not always 10, and it depends on the property, but 10's not uncommon. So, because we're going to have the best trained agents on the island at Viva, Viva's got a bunch of goals. That's one of them, because agents aren't trained down here. Our agents are trained well. And this is agent coaching. Okay? And I don't know if I'll get in trouble for this. No, probably not, because I uploaded it already. I'm stealing Floyd Wickman's program, basically. Here, one of his clips directly as an intro to what I've taken. I mean, I was trained by Floyd Wickman himself 28 years ago, something like that. I was new in real estate. He changed everything for me. He's still a god in my mind. He's still the best real estate trainer ever. Brian Buffini, back up. Buffini's good, but Floyd was the master. Forget Mike Ferry. Mike Ferry is a chooch. Floyd was the man. So, I don't know. Why not listen to a little Floyd Wickman?
I used to love going to housewarming parties where I sold them a house. Because when you walk in, you're always such a what? Help me out. You're a hero. You walk in, you say, hey, so how you enjoying the home, Luigi? Very good. I love it. I think, yeah, now you're happy. But I remember 6 months ago, you called off an ad. You wanted the address. I had to use the set it aside dialogue just to prevent you from wanting the address. Then I had to use the tip of the iceberg dialogue just to get you and your wife to come into the office. You came into the office, you were going to clam up on me. I had to use the buyer safe island dialogue preview just to get you to open up. Then I started qualifying you. I found out you owned a home that wasn't on the market yet, that you had to sell to buy another one. I had to use the buyer conversion dialogue just to get a listing appointment. I listed it. It was one of those rare situations. It was worth less than what they thought. I had to use the dilemma dialogue just to get them to tell me to tell them the truth. I had to use a wholesale retail dialogue just to get it listed at the right price. Then I'll never forget, you wanted to cut the commission. I had to use the no way Jose dialogue just to prevent you from wanting to cut the commission. Then, I remember the day we found this house. You were so nervous, scared. You tried to use the parking lot bailout technique on me. I had to use the parking lot bailout counter technique on you just to get you into the office to talk turkey about this house. I had to use the build value dialogue just to get you to make a ballpark offer. I came back with a counter offer. You didn't want to take it. I had to use the reduce to the ridiculous and the 5 senses just to get you to say yes to this extra $2 a day. Then I'll never forget, like it was yesterday. You wanted to postpone the closing. I had to use the seller might die. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, that's right, I used 18 dialogues on you, and I used them for one reason only, and that's to get you this happy. And I love the part. He turns to all the friends and relatives and neighbors. He said, look, if anybody wants to buy or sell a house, call Floyd. One thing you'll like about him, Pete, he don't push.
That is the original real estate god, Floyd Wickman himself. He was a trainer before trainers were having private jets and making millions and millions and millions of dollars. So the link's in the show description. It's a how-to. It's a 101. This one was just touching the surface. I had some construction going on at the complex here, so I kind of bailed. It's only 20 minutes long, but it's kind of Floyd Wickman stuff. Smile, ring the doorbell, smile, pay a compliment, take him to the kitchen table. It's business. How do you do it? It's business. Why do you do it? To get them happy. The parking lot bailout counter technique. That's when you get out of the car at the office and they're like, okay, well, we're going to go home and talk about it. You're like, whoa. Don't use the parking lot bailout technique on me, or I'll use the parking lot bailout counter technique. They're scripts, and they work. Oh, so that's my boy Floyd. This is Trazatropimar, one of my favorite complexes. Thank you to Matt McPherson for the music. It does not trigger YouTube copyright strikes because basically I own it. For all intents and purposes, I own it. I own the rights to it. Am I able to broadcast it? I own nothing. That's my boy, Danielle. Danny. Nobody calls him Danny. He's got a nickname. Can't remember what it is. I said, oh, Danielle. Oh, yeah. Danny. Oh, yeah, he laughs. He pretends he can't speak English, but he understands a lot of it. Good guy. All the staff here is dynamite. The grounds are gorgeous. The pool's impeccable. It's finally getting warm again. December, January, it's a bit chilly. It's nice now, though. And by June, it'll be 90 degrees. I'm not bullshitting you. It's 90 degrees. But you haven't seen this end of the building, so I figure I'd take you on a little walk. That's the garbage cans. That's a cute kid. This is my boy. Mi hermano. Mi brother. So I decided I'm going to take you on a walk through the part of the building that faces the ocean with the views. Take you down the hallways so you can see the stairways and all that stuff. I mean, the hallways are pretty institutional. Everything's in great shape. It's a 30-year-old complex. It used to be an old all-inclusive hotel. And it's fine. You can buy a one-bedroom in here. I've got one right now for $72. We just sold my favorite unit, number 115, just sold that for $75. You can buy 309 at 50 square meters, a one-bedroom, fully stocked, fully furnished, with an automatic washing machine in the unit for $72. Well, you can't buy it right now, but on the 20th it might be available. It's sold, but it might not close. Let's put it that way. So if you're ready to go, it might be ready to go. And I've got others, but this one's my next favorite. If it's available, it's a good deal. 72 G's. And who knows what they take. So I'm going to take you up on the roof. This is my first time on the roof. I just went up there Saturday for the first time. I'm showing you kind of going up the back stairways, backs onto a field. And I mean, the roof is cool, man. I don't know why it took me so long to get up there. Every time I came here to list a property or do whatever, I just never made it important. But one of the tenants, one of the owners said to me, Jimmy, you gotta walk through the other side and get a feel for what's going on. I didn't know there was a hallway and there was back and front units. I thought the units went front to back. I thought they backed onto the field and they looked at the ocean. No, the back units look at the field, the front units look at the ocean. And wow, you can't really leave it locked up for 6 months and just leave because you don't have cross ventilation. They get musty down here, you know? I mean, we can fix that for you. We can manage the property for you, including helping you rent it out. I'm only managing in this complex because I love it. And who's putting their gitch up on the roof to dry? That's budget, man. Well, I guess nobody sees it. It's the perfect place to put it, I guess. Yeah. Nobody's offended by gitch on the roof. It's better than gitch on your patio where everyone can see it. So, yeah, somebody's taking advantage of that up there. I am not. So this is the back of the field. Terrazzo Tropimar is the building. There's 102 units in here. Depending on the size of what you buy, it's $250 American per month per square meter for condo fees, and there's no taxes. Water's included. So, for instance, on the $75,000 60 meter, their monthly fees are what, $162.50 or something like that. On the 50, it's $125 or something. 50 times 2.5. 125, I think. Cheap. And the grounds are impeccable. The staff is incredible. And the staff's all Dominicans. No gringos. Look at that complex. Come on, man. Damn. Pretty sweet. They just had their AGM down here. They were done at noon. What? An AGM done in 4 hours? Okay. Hey, you got to be careful up there. You notice there's no railings. Like there is some, but not much. It's the Wild West down here, man. There's no regulations. There's very little of anything. Rules. There's code. Lots of it. You got to remember, you're living in a Catholic country. They don't take kindly to some things. You just don't drop your gear on the beach. Ladies. No. Not cool. Especially on Sundays when all the locals are down there. Not even so much locals. I mean, local natives, yes, but not local. They come from Santiago and they come from all over the place to come to Sosua to go to the beach on Sunday. So it's Dominican Day at Sosua Beach on Sunday. And they bring their coolers and their food and their booze and they have a good old party. And then by 5 o'clock, they're out. And the shops close up at 6. Latest. So anyways, I felt I had a little extra energy because I sweat through the night last night. And then this afternoon, I slept for 2 hours. Oh, my gosh. And then I got some vitamin D by the pool and got some swims in. And hung out with a friend of mine and listened to some beats and played with a very, very young child. She was adorable. And I felt like I don't often get moved to broadcast. I'm not very motivated when it comes to broadcasting, but at least I've got my stuff back home. I'm not at the office anymore. Look at that view, the ocean. So I'm like, okay, well, I kind of feel like I could do a show right now and I'd actually maybe enjoy just yapping away and doing my thing. So what is it, almost midnight? Oh, and you know, stop falling back. That's bullshit. I got to keep track that I'm an hour ahead of you guys all the time. Just stick with standard time. This daylight savings time sucks moose. Look at this place. Come on, man. Like I can get you in here right now for $72,000 American and $125 a month. And you don't even need to come to the country. I'll put you in touch with my lawyer, Guido Perdomo, and you sign a POA with him and he'll close it and you can come down and visit after you got a full year of income in the bank. Come and visit your money. I'll put it in your drawer with your name on it in my safe. Yeah, you don't even need to come down here to buy something. And why wouldn't you? If you've got some liquid equity back home, do it. Here's my point 2 profile. This is what happened when I searched Dominican real estate health. Oh, this, I took the title, the show title from what I'm broadcasting, and I pumped it into Google to see what it said, and it came up with all kinds of really cool incentives that shows you. I didn't include the search in the show links because it was too long, but all the incentives are there for expats and foreign investment. And here's a good example and a full description of exemptions, of residency, and the like. I don't know who this is, but it was one of the top searches here. It's actually the second search. Pretty good. Nice job on your SEO. I need an SEO guy, a really brilliant SEO guy. I'll just go to Fiverr, I think. And this is where we're at Viva, Dominican. Oh, there was something else I was going to show you. I skimmed by it. We'll hop in. Oh no, the walkthrough. Oh, you've seen it before. You don't want that. Yeah, I was going to show you the walkthrough of the Casa Linda property, but maybe not. Andy Lee this week is coming up. We decided to postpone. She was supposed to be on Thursday night. I had AJ on Tuesday. I had Max Bernier on Wednesday. And Andy Lee was supposed to be on Thursday, and we decided to wait. And I'm going to try and get her this week. It'll be 7 o'clock your time. Oh, and I was talking about the clocks. Stop it with the clocks. There's no reason to fall back. We don't need to adjust and spring forward. Stupid. Just leave the clocks the way they are and stop making it dark at 4:30 in December. That's bullshit. All right, here's where you go. Find your new home. VivaDominican.com. I love you. I'm out.